Hello, my little cherry bombs, and welcome to the channel. Since it was just Valentine's Day, I thought we'd take a look back at when Amberlynn doxed none other than Valentine, or Erica, a married woman who caught feelings for Amber while she was trying to be a troll. Now, this mess all started with a video from Mr. Snowflake titled, "Is Tommy Valentine?" And I have to admit, a lot of the things Amberlynn was saying about Erica could also be easily applied to Tommy, hence the confusion within the community. Even I still have my doubts that Tommy wasn't talking to Amberlynn before Valentine's real name was exposed. We'll talk more about that later, but let's get started.
I love you, like you're amazing. So the first thing is, no, she is not a feeder. Like, yes, she has a specific type. Like, if you guys knew the full story, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute, but you don't, and you'll never know. And I know there's still like a chunk of you who is like, Valentine wasn't even real. Valentine was very real.
Amber is a liar. She's been a liar the whole time we've known her on YouTube.
I lied to people. I lied here. I lied about that. I lied so hard, you guys, you wouldn't even believe it.
One of her most recent lies, or what I think could be a lie, is that her two latest girlfriends, Tommy and the one before Valentine, are two different people. I think it's the same person. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Amber's already done this storyline of two girlfriends really being one.
Wifey number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are all the same person.
Yeah, she's done it before. She gave the name away of Wifey. People found out her information. And then she came on camera saying, we've broken up, and then instantly found a new girlfriend. So she's already done this lie once with us.
Like, I don't know, this whole Jade situation, like, it's become so crazy. It's like, y'all have created an imaginary girlfriend for me, and I just really appreciate that. I love that for me.
So on the 4th of July, 2023, Wifey breaks, even though she said it was mutual, Wifey breaks up with Amber. And a few months later, Amber finds a new love interest.
Sorry, I just... Sorry. Who are you texting? A friend? Someone said I'm texting Bae. Texting Bae. She's so silly. Oh my god, stop. That is not... Oh my god, that's not happening. I don't have a Bae. Someone said you can't text at work. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hold on, I have a business call. Hold on. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Oh my god, kill me now. No, I do not have a new girlfriend, I promise. Promise. Girl trying to hold back a smile. I promise. Y'all, no. Oh my god, you guys are so funny. Have I met someone romantically? I have. There it is. I have. You can never be single. It's not like that I can never be single. It's just like, it just happens type style. I don't know how to explain it. What are you hiding? I don't know. I just feel like a lot is just going on and a lot that I'm like not allowed to say. Am I gonna have a long distance relationship type deal? I'll answer that some other time. How did you guys meet? Like an online moment? Is she a femme or mask? Stop. Not a femme. No. Everyone has their like type. I like more of like a mask energy type style. These studs are lined up for you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. But I only have eyes for one person. I can't wait to see the new girlfriend reveal. Oh my god. Like literally, y'all are gonna be shocked.
So far, we know that this mysterious person is masculine, and that the relationship would be long distance, just like Tommy.
Oh, you guys are gonna be so shocked. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
So a few months after Feline, a few months of doing TikTok thirst traps to attract a new victim mate, I'll be kind, a new mate, she finds somebody, and it's really good, going really well for about 5 days.
If you guys watch my live stream, I don't know, I feel like I share too much. I feel like I share too much and too little all at the same time, and none of it adds up for me. So but I was talking to someone and things were pretty serious, I'm not gonna lie, but it's no longer a thing anymore, and I just wanted to let people know that. I don't know, like the person I was talking to, it just seemed really like real and authentic and just like amazing, and they wanted me to talk about them on my live stream, and we decided to like kind of end things today, and there's a lot of like backstory behind it, and not everything is black and white. There's a huge gray area. So yeah, it's not a thing anymore. We had planned on meeting. It was like a whole moment. It was like a really deep connection, and it was really nice. And I think we both realized that it's probably not a good idea because of some of the things that is like happening in their life or whatever. And it does suck. That's why I'm actually really sad today, and like I was crying earlier. And
this was weird. It didn't really make any sense. She shared too much information. She said too much stuff about the new love interest, she said, but she didn't. All she said was there was a new love interest, and the woman she was talking about wanted Amber to talk about her on the live stream. So it didn't make sense, and like Judge Judy says, if it doesn't make sense, then it's not true, and it's not true. So I think their little love affair did quickly come to an end, but it wasn't because she shared too much info. That was a lie. That was a lie. Anyway, 8 days after it went tits up, Amber uploaded this.
I don't know how it happened, but I did fall in love with someone else. I am still actively in love with this person. I am not with them though. Again, that's just more like personal things, but I do love them. They're truly, honestly, one of the most amazing people that I've ever known. It's just like hard to talk about it right now, so.
It never sat right with me that she was so quick to fall in love with another person immediately after getting dumped.
I'm not really going to, but feelings happen. I don't know how it happened. It literally just happened. And normally that's how falling in love happens. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, hot damn, I'm in love with this person. And so I'm actively in love with two people at once.
Now, this was after her and Wifey/Feline broke up. So she could also be talking about being in love with Wifey here. It wasn't very clear even in Amber's original video because it seems like she's talking about two completely new people.
She can't stand being single, and she still loved her, so why weren't they a couple?
There's a lot of things behind the scenes, and it's just been a very interesting experience, I will say that.
Things behind the scenes, she says. Now, if we think this person she's talking about is Tommy and Valentine, is the same person, we know that Tommy was in a relationship with somebody. So that would explain why Amber's in love, but they can't be together. She's got stuff going on. The girl, she's got stuff going on. That would explain that. Amber clearly wanted to be in a relationship with this person. She was in love with her, but because of reasons, they couldn't be together. But this is what Amber always does. She gives us pockets of information. So you don't really know what's happening. So people are speculating, and then she gets annoyed people speculate, because she only gives you pockets of information. But it definitely sounded like Amber wanted to be in a relationship, and there was something from the other side stopping that. And a week later after this, she was still in love with her.
And a lot of people are also confused of like, who are you in love with? Like, what's happening? Are you in love with the person you talked about on your last live stream? And yes, that is who it is. The last question is, how did Feline find out that you were in love with someone else? Well, she figured it out herself. She said that she could tell, and I'm not gonna lie to her. So I was honest, and I said yeah.
Now around this time, Amber started doing a lot of TikToks, showing a lot of her body. And the TikToks are a subtle way, well, that's a subtle way to tell her audience things, to let them know what's happening in her life. She did a TikTok that I'm convinced is for the love interest, because one of the lyrics is, "Tell your bitch I said hello baby, does she even know about you calling up my phone?" I think Amber's making that TikTok for the latest love interest. I think Amber is clearly the other woman in this relationship, the mistress, if you like. I think she's definitely the other woman here.
Are you starting to see the similarities here? Erica and Emily are both long distance, masculine, and were both in relationships around this time. And if you ask me, they even look similar. They both have short blonde hair, and their body types are even close to the same. Although from the recent Disney World pictures, I'd say Erica is probably in better shape as a weightlifter.
Anyway, a month after telling us she was still in love, she then told us this.
Are you looking for a girlfriend right now? No, I want to be single. I don't want to be in a relationship. It's not something that like I'm looking for, which is crazy because it's like, I feel like I've always been in a relationship or just like looking for one. There is some love life drama behind the scenes that I'm not going to talk about. Things that I do deal with on a day-to-day basis.
First of all, she never wants to be single. So there's a lie. There's lie one. And love life drama behind the scenes. She's clearly still talking about the first love interest she mentioned about a month ago. She wants to be in a relationship, but it just can't happen. And she won't explain why, but it's because the other person was seeing somebody else. We now know that Tommy was in a relationship with somebody. So that would explain everything. Amber wants to be in a relationship and she can't. What it also looked like to me was the love interest was going back and forth on how she felt about Amber, how serious she thought it was. Sometimes, yeah, I really like Amber. Sometimes I like the other girlfriend more. So I think every time that happened, Amber was like, oh, she likes me. Oh, she's not bothered now. Every time she thought the new love interest wasn't bothered, she would go running back to wifey.
I regret hurting her, like, more than anything. I hurt her after the breakup by choosing someone else over her. And I kept doing that. And it's because I thought at the time I was making the right choice. Because at the time I ultimately did fall in love with someone else.
I definitely got the vibe that this love interest sometimes was interested and sometimes wasn't.
Oh my god, I just can't even believe it. For Valentine's Day, she got me this Lego that I've been wanting. I just can't. Like, how sweet is that? I literally said I had to have it. Like, tell me that isn't freaking stunning. And my Valentine, the person who got it for me, like, literally, you know how grateful and appreciative I am and, like, shocked. I'm just very thankful for the connection that we have right now and, like, whatever's blossoming. Like, it just feels really good. I love you. Like, you're amazing.
It definitely seemed like Amber was on the hook with this love interest. And it was clearly the same person she'd been talking to since September.
So there is someone in my life that I would say is special in that way. We're not in a relationship though, so calm down. But I have been friends with this person since September and we have become really good friends. And like the whole time, crushing on each other. We asked each other to be each other's Valentines, so that was like a cute thingy. So I'm gonna be referring to her as my Valentine because I'm not gonna say her name, just out of respect. But she is one of my very best friends, but we, like, I was gonna say low-key like each other, but it's high-key at this point.
Friends with this person since September, crushing on each other, whatever that means, but not in a relationship.
But yeah, definitely not moving fast. This is actually the slowest I have ever in my life moved with someone that I'm interested in. So props to me for doing that. Like, this girly pop taking it slow.
Props to me for taking it slow. She had to take it slow. She had no other choice. The woman was in a relationship. Tommy was in a relationship. Amber doesn't ever take things slow. She falls in love after 2 minutes on the phone. She moves in with people she's never met before. She doesn't really know. She doesn't take things slow unless she has to. She was as close to being in a relationship as she could be without actually being in a relationship. Oh, now, this next clip is very, very interesting.
I have had an absolute influx of people contacting me about my exes. One has a new girlfriend, one is married. People are assuming I am single, which I get it. I am keeping things from you guys.
People were asking Amber about her ex Beck and her ex Destiny because...
So this whole time she has been telling us that she loves this person, but that there's stuff going on behind the scenes that she can't talk about. Tommy and Erica were both in relationships, the thing she couldn't talk about.
They were both in happy relationships. So I thought at the time, I think a lot of people did, oh, has Amber made up this love interest because people have been asking her about her exes? Now, I obviously don't think she was making this person up. However, she tried to be clever.
I do have a love life, though. I very much do. I have talked about Valentine a little bit. I just want to do things a little bit differently this time. You know, not just like bombard you guys right off the bat. Like, hi, you know, I have a new love interest. Like, I have talked about her. And it was before my ex got a girlfriend. It was before my ex got married.
If I'm remembering correctly, after February, she stopped talking about her relationship for a while, and didn't until Beck and Destiny were mentioned.
Amber said, what'd she say? Amber said, I do have a love life. Now, Karina Kaboom has always noticed this, that Amber's very careful with a choice of language. She didn't say, I have a girlfriend, because she didn't. She said, I have a love life.
Amber is about to lie to us. Early in this video, she only told us that Valentine had asked her to be her Valentine on the holiday. Now she's going to say that Valentine asked her to officially be her girlfriend on Valentine's Day. We'll talk more about the importance of this day in just a moment.
On Valentine's Day, Valentine asked me to be her girlfriend, and I did say yes, obviously. I've had a girlfriend for over 2 months now, and I've been in a relationship and I've been happy. And I just didn't want to say anything, like really in my vlogs yet. I just didn't feel like I needed to. I used to overshare. I used to like not have privacy. And it's just, as you get older, your brain works a little differently, and I've just learned sharing too much is not a good thing. But I did want to let you guys know that I am in a relationship. There's no longer single Lynn.
She claims Valentine asked her to be her girlfriend on Valentine's Day. That's not true, because she would have told us. She wouldn't have just told us she got asked to be a Valentine. She would have said, been asked to be in a relationship. So that's another Amber lie. She definitely hadn't been in a relationship for the last 2 months. Lie. Now, the clip of Amber saying, "Hi guys, I'm now in a relationship," is the most important clip of the entire video. Because Karina Kaboom again, she noticed that Amber's videos are 6 days behind. When we see them, they were filmed 6 days ago. Amber is 6 days behind from when she uploads. I think Karina noticed a date on a drink that Amber had bought, and it was 6 days behind from when we were seeing the video. So, when Amber uploaded a video saying, "Hi guys, I'm in a relationship,"
But I did want to let you guys know that I am in a relationship.
what do you think happened 6 days before we saw the video? Tommy's partner passed away. Exactly 6 days before we saw Amber's upload saying I'm in a relationship. That's a hell of a coincidence. That's a massive coincidence.
It sure is one hell of a coincidence that Amber would announce her relationship 2 months after the fact, and seemingly recorded the video on the day that Tommy's partner passed away. There's more important dates coming up, but in my opinion, Amberlynn was talking to both Erica and Tommy at the same time, and talking about both of them as if they were one person.
But I did want to let you guys know that I am in a relationship.
So this whole time, since September, they've been crushing on each other. But they haven't been an official couple. The first time we hear that they're an official couple is when Tommy's partner dies. That's wow, man, that's nuts. Since September, crushing on each other, and now they're a couple all of a sudden. Whoa.
I have the sweetest girlfriend. So she's randomly like, "You have a package in your package room." And I was like, "Oh, I do?" You guys. But it says 2/14/24, the moon when we became one. I love you. And it says, "Babe."
She gets her that moon gift, which at the time I thought she might have bought herself. But she got her that moon gift, and that seems more like a gift you would get a partner. She had gotten her a gift before. It was the Lego Batman set, which you get for a kid. That doesn't seem like a very coupley gift. So it seemed to me that now they were a proper couple. She was getting proper coupley gifts. I mean, to be fair, the Lego Batman thing was expensive. It was like $400 or something. It was really expensive. And if we jump ahead in the timeline, we know that Tommy has plenty of money. Who has a spare 400 quid? Tommy had a spare 400 quid.
She's never asked anyone for money. She has a full-time job. She actually has a really great life. She's never asked me for money. She has never talked to me about money, ever. I'm the one who actually brought it up because I was shocked by it. She's extremely independent, and I find that to be pretty attractive, not gonna lie.
Amber claimed that she'd been in a relationship for months, but she just didn't want to bombard us with a new girlfriend, which was nonsense.
I just want to do things a little bit differently this time, you know, not just like bombard you guys right off the bat.
But now she was actually in a relationship. Now she was doing the bombarding.
Okay, so, my girlfriend just messaged me. Oh, my girlfriend's calling me. Hold on. I just spent some... Sorry. My girlfriend just messaged me and I was like, what?
So I think it's pretty clear they weren't in a relationship from Valentine's Day like she claimed, but she was afterwards, and that's why she was bombarding us. However, tragedy would strike. Or would it? It wouldn't.
A lot of you definitely have guessed it. God. I have an easier time admitting when like I f something up versus like the person that I was in love with f***ing it up. So it's like I just don't even want to like go there, discuss it, talk about it, because it's just like a lot.
Amber and Valentine, same person, had broken up. Tragedy, but nobody was buying it. And I don't know if I was buying it at the time. I remember thinking it felt strange. Something felt off, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But something, maybe I'm just being all skeptical now. But something definitely seemed off, and I don't know if it's just because Amber lies all the time.
I've had a lot of people say, just spill the tea, because we don't know Valentine's real name. We know nothing about Valentine. So I think I'm just going to answer some like really hot questions. So a real big one is, how did you guys meet? Did you guys meet in person? So she actually messaged me on Instagram back in September, and we always had like a flirty thing. We always had crushes on each other, and then it wasn't until I would say December, January, where my feelings started to get super deep while hers was already there. It took me a hot minute to get to that point, and then it was February 14th to be exact. She asked to be my girlfriend.
December, January, a feeling started to get super deep. I don't know if she's just remembering it differently or if it's just a flat out lie, but that's not what was happening.
Next thing you know, you're like, oh, hot damn, I'm in love with this person. And so I'm actively in love with two people at once.
September? She was already in love? She was in love with it instantly? So it wasn't like, oh, months went by, oh, January next year, yeah, my feelings increased. She was in love with her in September?
And no, we never met in person, but we would video call every single day. I knew that she loved me a lot, but there was a lot of things that she did lie to me about. Like, I just feel embarrassed to even admit it. So it's like, I don't even want to go there. But let's just say like she hurt me pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. And the crazy part about this whole thing is that she was actually moving in with me August 1st.
So Amber's plan was gonna be to move in with this girl that she hadn't met yet. Fine. Classic Amber. Fine. Fill your boots.
So I broke up with her. She knew I deserved better and knew I deserved more. Knew I deserved someone who like didn't lie, cheat, betray, etc., etc. And I know that she has her issues and problems and a whole other life. She was literally living two separate lives. Like, I don't want to go into detail because it really is just a lot and it's like heavy.
We later find out the Erica was married, and despite Amber knowing this, she stayed with Erica. Erica lied to Amber and said something along the lines of only being married for tax reasons. It was, however, Amber who continued to interact with Erica even after the truth came out.
It didn't work out. Like, it just didn't.
And I don't know if she'd made this breakup up so she could start the timeline fresh, or, I mean, she was talking about betrayal and cheating. And I was thinking, oh, well, did Tommy do anything around that time that could be perceived as cheating? Yes. When Amber showed us Tommy for the first time, somebody commented this: I know the person she has seen because they were chatting to me a few weeks ago, LMAO. I mean, I don't keep up with this kind of drama. I just noticed someone who was hitting on me a few weeks ago now has her on her Snapchat, so I was like, oop, I know. I thought, oh, well, this is just somebody commenting something on the internet. It's like Schrodinger's cat. It might be true, it might not be. Maybe this Tommy was hitting on this person. Maybe she wasn't. It's just a comment on the internet. It can't be proven right or wrong. But it was proven right by Amber.
There is this one thing that's floating around of this girl saying how like my girlfriend messaged her, you know, weeks ago. It wasn't weeks ago, it was months ago. It was even before me and my girlfriend even started talking. And that literally means nothing to me. Like, yes, people have a past. Like, I was in a whole ass relationship before I met this girl. Like, there is a such thing as like flirting and dating around and like trying to find your person. Like, I will never judge her for that.
So Amber said, oh, it's true, but it wasn't weeks ago, it was months ago. Now, I don't know if Amber meant to do that, probably not.
This doesn't make Tommy look any better. It actually make her look even worse. Remember, Tommy's ex passed just a mere 4 months before this video. So if it was months ago, like Amber claimed, then Tommy moved on incredibly quickly. And Tommy was already dating Amber at this point in time.
But, if that's true, what Amber said there, that means that Tommy, instantly after her partner had died, a partner who she loved, instantly, within a few weeks, a month, was hitting on other girls online? So either way, if Tommy is Valentine, and it's just been a big lie for months and months and months, and they were waiting for a partner to die, gross. Or the other version, where no, she was just talking to Amber for the last month or two, but then she was still hitting on people as soon as her partner died, and got with Amber 2 months after her partner died, something like that. So either way, Tommy is gross. And so is Amber. When I've been watching Karina for the last few months, she's always said that Valentine is real, even when I thought she wasn't and other people thought she wasn't. Karina's always said, Valentine is real, but she's just not into Amber, like Amber's making out. And I think that's bang on, because she had this partner, and then when she died, she was free to see Amber. And there's other reasons why I think Tommy and Valentine are the same person.
Why didn't you meet Valentine first before wanting her to move in? Because there was a lot of things that like she was going through, and it would have been actually impossible for her to just like come visit me first.
Going through stuff, impossible to come and visit. Because I think she had a partner. She couldn't just up and leave. She also has a kid. She can't just up and leave. So everything Amber says about Valentine fits with Tommy as well. Also, Amber uploaded, when was it? Yeah, Amber uploaded the breakup with Valentine video on June the 28th. That's when we saw, oh, they've broken up. July the 4th, she found somebody else.
Are you talking to someone new? Yes, I am.
So I'm not sure here. Did Amber say her and Valentine had broken up because she'd been betrayed by Tommy messaging other girls? Or had she just found out the full extent of Tommy's partner who had died? Or did she say they'd broken up because the audience were meant to meet Valentine soon? She said in a video, you guys might get to meet Valentine soon.
When are we going to meet Valentine? I'm hoping soon.
And then I think, oh, well, did Amber and Tommy realise that if we were introduced to Tommy, somebody out there would go, hold on, she was in a relationship not long ago. After Valentine's Day, when apparently Amber had started seeing this other person. So it's just, the whole timeline's a mess. There's a lie somewhere. I think they made up the breakup with Valentine because they wanted to scrub the timeline in case anybody recognised Tommy and said, nah. It's all a bit of a mess, but I think the breakup was fake, and I think it was just Amber trying to scrub the timeline, start fresh.
It still amazes me how quickly Amber seemed to move on from Valentine. It was only about a week later when Tommy flew to Oklahoma to meet Amber in person for the first time.
But I do plan on drinking sometime soon because I do have someone coming to visit me. And, you know, we might have a buzz ball or 2 or 3 or 4. So I'm actually really excited. I'm not gonna lie. Not excited about the buzz balls, but excited about the person coming to visit me.
Her and Valentine break up, and straight away, yes, I'm talking to somebody new. And in that same video, she says that this new person is going to come and visit her. So she'd been trying to get Valentine to meet her for months and months and months. Didn't happen. This new person instantly going to come and see you. Instantly going to come from Wisconsin, we found out, to see you. I don't buy it. Like I said, Tommy has a kid, has a job. I think this has been planned for a long time, not just, oh, yeah, I'm talking to her. Oh, she's coming over. I don't buy it. Amber said she had a full-time job. Or she just started talking to her and then said to her job, oh, I'm going to take 4 days off, 5 days off to go see my girlfriend. It had been planned for months. Valentine and Tommy, same person.
I'm not in the healthcare field like Tommy is, but it did strike me as weird how she was able to take a week off for someone she had only known for like 2 weeks. Unless Amber had been talking to her for longer than she let on, which could still very well be possible, but Amber would never admit to cheating on Erica.
Even though you guys don't know who Valentine is, I just feel like me as a person, morally, I can't envision myself like sharing this person's like story to you guys. I just can't.
Morally can't share this story. I think that's because she knew Tommy's partner had died. I think that's what she means by morally, I can't share this story. Anyway, Amber and Tommy would meet, and it was magical. But they met, and Alexis was there. Now, Alexis was a friend Amber had since the summertime of last year, and Alexis lived in Wisconsin like Tommy did. So I think it's safe to say Tommy and Alexis were friends, both from the same area, both met Amber at the same time. Tommy and Alexis, clearly friends. And I think there's more chance that Alexis, who she'd been talking to since the summer of 2023, had introduced Tommy and Amber back then, rather than in the last month. In all seriousness, I hope I am wrong. It's a theory that seems to fit, but I hope I am wrong, because if I'm right, and Tommy and Valentine are the same person, that means, well, either both of them, or at least Tommy, was waiting for Tommy's partner to die.
Now let's take a look at the fallout this video caused before we get back to Mr. Snowflake. Amber essentially doxed Erica to prove her point that Tommy wasn't Valentine.
Hey guys, so I originally had a different video that I was gonna have go up today, but I just feel like a lot is happening and it's super overwhelming. It's just like so much is being said, and I know legal terms love to be thrown around like slander, defamation. 9 times out of 10, people don't really know what they're talking about, but I feel like in the situations that have been happening recently, there is a lot of slander, there is a lot of defamation. Like there's a difference between like gossiping versus like downright defamation, lies, completely making up stories that aren't true at all. I told myself I would never talk about this to protect myself because it is scary, because there's a lot that goes in it. If I can somehow prove that I'm not lying, then I'm going to do that. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to stand here and do this. Like, I honestly feel pathetic. I feel triggered. Like, YouTube is ruining my life. Like, truly ruining my life. And I have gone through a lot with YouTube. I've gone through a fucking lot. I have had some serious high highs and I've had some serious low lows, but something about everything that's been happening, it has hit different. It has affected me differently than anything else ever has. Seeing what you guys are doing has made me just not want to do YouTube anymore. And that scares me because that means I'm about to drastically change my life if I choose to take a step back. I really don't want to stand here and cry and be whiny. I don't want to do any of that because I do take partial credit into all of this. Years ago, I became a fucking troll in the middle of all my trolling. Okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. Trolling is fucking fun, okay? Like, I am obsessed with being the troll queen. Like, literal Trollin entered the chat. A huge troll.
Big? Big? Are you calling me big?
I almost asked for the negativity. People think I'm trolling when I'm not, but then when I am trolling, people think I'm serious. I tweeted, which I can find the tweet, I'll put it here, I hope I can find it. I said I was diagnosed with ASMR. I was trolling. This was like the beginning of my trolling era. The fact that people think that that was serious, ma'am, sit down. It's okay. It's gonna be okay, I promise. I was trolling. And then it's moments like this where I'm like, damn, I have to live with this, where people actually think that I'm a liar. It's all a mess. Especially like 2019. I was like queen of YouTube and shit. Oh my god. 2018. I am obsessed with being the troll queen. Like, literal trolling entered the chat. 2017. I'm obsessed with this though. Like, I got this off of Amazon. Like, literally, there was meaning behind it. I was gonna do a little trolling. You know, it's like, it's literally fine to troll for fun. Like, I firmly believe that. Like, I think trolling is funny. Like, some of the things that Trisha Paytas does, or like Tana, etc., etc. Like, I am also known for being like a troll, but I just feel like there's certain things that you should not troll about. I almost asked for it. Any attention was good attention for me. Even if it was bad, even if it made me feel like shit. But as someone who's gonna be 34 years old, I regret that side of me. Unfortunately, it's like this is just staying with me. As much as I grow up, as much as I try to change, you guys won't change with me. You guys aren't changing with me, and I'm just like stuck in this weird girl world, like Amberverse negative, just like horrible space. And I want to break up with it. I don't want to be a part of it anymore, and I just don't know what to do. Hello? Yes, this is the Queen of Girl World. Stepping away from any sort of job is hard, and it takes time and thought, and you need to figure out like, okay, so if I step away, what are my next steps? Valentine was fake. Valentine isn't real. Valentine isn't real. And I accepted it for what it was. I was like, they don't want to believe me, that's fine. Valentine's name is Erica, and Erica had a wife. I'm about to reveal screenshots that I could find because this is the only way that I'm gonna prove it. Here is me not making time for my friends because I am literally always giving every single part of me to Erica.
Okay, I'm gonna read these out loud in case you're just listening to this video, but these texts really prove nothing. Someone says we're divorced officially, and Amber says, I've spent the whole day on the phone with Erica. And the other person texts back, exactly, no time for me. I mean, I don't really want to beg for you to be around if I'm not a priority to you like I used to be. You started dating Erica, and you literally stopped talking to me almost completely. It's fine, it just makes me sad. And Amber replies, I didn't mean to do that. I just give a lot of my energy to her, and then I feel like my social battery is gone, but I'll have to do better because I want you in my life and I want to talk to you.
You guys know I struggle with BPD. So one of those things is when I get into a relationship, my partner literally consumes me, whether they try to or not. Do you guys remember that night when my mom stayed the night with me and we colored like children? Yeah, that was when I was breaking up with Erica. Here's my friend Alexis just being Alexis. And to top it all off, here's a screenshot of me telling Alexis that Erica's wife called me while I was at a birthday party. Remember that birthday party I went to when I was outside? It was that day. You guys went from believing Valentine was fake to them believing Valentine was my most recent ex.
She's lying about being broken up with Tommy here, because after the Mr. Snowflake video, her and Tommy broke up.
For entertainment while actively ruining people's lives. Valentine was real. I have never lied. So many times people be like, why don't you ever talk about her? Like, why don't you ever show her? Why don't we ever hear? Because of this. Why are your videos so boring? Like, why aren't people in your videos? Because of this. Amberlynn, why don't you show up at your job more? Why don't you put more effort into your videos? Because of this. Why do you like have an attitude towards reaction channels and to your audience? Because of this. And this is finally the straw that broke the camel's back. I struggle with BPD. So like everything that I'm feeling is normal and I know that. But if I can prove that Valentine isn't someone that you guys think it is, there's your proof.
Notice how she really only proved that Erica was real. She didn't prove that she wasn't talking to Tommy, which is why I'm still skeptical about this whole situation.
I knew that she loved me a lot, but there was a lot of things that she did lie to me about.
Amberlynn was very much aware that I was in the picture. Let's get that really clear.
Erica knew she shouldn't have gone this far with Amber, and it took the death of a loved one for Erica to finally put her foot down and end things between them.
She messaged me on the day my uncle died, and my uncle died, and I had a mental breakdown. I needed time. And I told her, hey, this is a whole ordeal for me, and then she's wondering, she's more concerned about if I miss us, me and her. Are we still together? And I'm like, I don't think that, we should do this anymore. Basically, June 9th was when my uncle died. So June 15th, whatever, we broke up.
Amber, putting her empath powers to good use as always, couldn't even let Erica have the day to grieve for her uncle. Amber's feelings were still more important than Erica's, even on that day. Erica ended things not long after her uncle passed away. That should have been the end of it. It was not.
She keeps messaging me every day for the next week.
Definitely have guessed it. God. I have an easier time admitting when I fucked something up versus the person that I was in love with fucking it up. So it's I just don't even want to go there, discuss it, talk about it.
Jumping in to remind you that Amberlynn posted the breakup video on June 28th. Erica was grieving her uncle, and here is Amber throwing a pity party for herself. Erica is a bad person for cheating on her wife, don't get me wrong, but Amberlynn couldn't let her go.
And me and Brittany are in the bedroom, trying to watch a movie. This is kind of where, the truth came out, and Brittany was like, who are you talking to? And I told her, I said, Amberlynn won't leave me alone. It was I was too deep to get out, that I had to get my own wife to help me. Like, that's where it got to with her.
Erica complained that Amber was messaging her constantly, that Amber couldn't let this relationship go. But Erica was replying to Amber. Erica didn't end all communications with Amber. That task fell on Brittany.
So the day I found out, I had called Amber and I'm like, so how long has this been going on? I was calling from Erica's phone. She just spilled it. She was crying. I'm like, you know that with all of this stuff that I have, all these texts, all these pictures, you know, this would be a circus for you. Like, I could, like, really make things really difficult for you if I wanted to. But I didn't. I didn't try to get any kind of retribution. I was not vengeful. I was just like, please, you know, look, this is it. Stop contacting my wife, you know, this is it. Just be done. Don't message her anymore.
The wife of the woman Amber was having an affair with told Amber to stop messaging. That should have been the end of it. It was not.
The day after the first conversation between my wife and Amberlynn, like, as far as, like, you know, you need to leave Erica alone, she messaged me on a fake number the next day because she thought that my wife took my phone. That's the story my wife gave her, but I was really sitting right there during the whole phone call.
Amber had agreed to Brittany that she would not speak to Erica ever again, and the very next day, Amber went back on that. Brittany was not happy.
How desperate do you have to be trying to chase after a married woman? So when I found out that Amberlynn had been trying to contact Erica, I called her and it was on the 4th of July. And I'm like, what else do I not know? Like, you know, I specifically told you, do not contact. No means no. You know, in the first conversation, she's like, oh, as you know, as much as it's crazy to say, I still want to remain friends with her. Like, are you serious? You want to remain friends with my wife who you just had an affair with, and you're literally telling me this to my face? Lo and behold, she was talking to AKA Tommy the entire time she was talking to Erica. 16 hours after I caught the whole thing, Tommy was already with a plane ticket ready to haul ass to Oklahoma. So she was having multiple different relationships with multiple different people.
She was talking to, I'd say, like, I want to say 2 people at the time.
We'll probably never get the real truth out of Amber in this situation, but when Amber started dating Beck, she told Beck that she was talking to other people. We've also heard Amber say that she's been in love with 2 people at the same time, so I don't think it's impossible that she was talking to Tommy the entire time, especially with how quick they got together and how Tommy was able to get time off work so quickly.
It was some girl named Abby and then some other girl named Danielle. While I was talking to Amberlynn, she was talking to a girl named Danielle that was also married. She was telling me about Danielle and how she was crazy over her and blah, blah, blah.
I'm a therapist. That's what I do. Amberlynn is one of the most dangerously manipulative people I have ever met.
Even after Brittany told Amber to leave her wife alone, Amber couldn't let the relationship go. Brittany had secretly recorded a phone call with Amber, confronting her about continuing to contact Erica.
Hello?
So who reached out to who?
Huh?
So who reached out to who?
What do you mean?
Did you reach out to Erica or did she reach out to you?
The last time I messaged her was just letting her know that, like, you called and pretty much just, like, the final goodbye type thing. It was just, like, the final goodbye. I just felt like...
There's no final goodbye. Like, what does that even mean?
I felt like I needed to, but we don't talk anymore.
So you mean to tell me you're not posting anything about her online?
No one knows her name.
Valentine's name is Erica.
Nothing about her.
And Erica had a wife.
I just don't understand, like, you have an entire relationship with somebody you don't know, that you know is married. Like, what do you think is gonna come out of that? Like, that's the part I don't understand. To keep reaching out, like, I don't get it.
I didn't keep reaching out. I reached out the one time as a way of, like, a weird closure thing because she did become, like, a really good friend of mine as well on top of everything else. I was losing that, and that kind of, like, was rough.
The part that's got me up is that A, you knew about me, B, you were looking me up on Instagram.
Right. I thought that you guys were married for financial reasons and that you guys weren't in love anymore. And you guys, I mean, it's like, I don't really know.
Do you know how demented it is to tell somebody that's married not to have sex with their spouse?
Like I said, I thought you guys were just married for financial reasons. Like, I don't know what she's telling you versus me. Erica is obviously a known cheater and liar. Like, she's crazy and she knows it, and I'm sure you do too.
I love how Amberlynn instantly starts calling Erica a liar and known cheater, as if Amber isn't the exact same. Erica and Brittany had seen Amber's videos, so it's wild that Amber was trying to get Brittany on her side.
A known cheater and liar. Did she tell you about that?
Yeah, she did.
All right.
But yet I was supposed to be different. You know how it goes. She sacrificed a possible future with you. Why? Like, what's the point? Like, you obviously seem like you have your head on your shoulders.
She told so
Like-
much shit about you.
Like, you know I've seen the shit you said about me too, right?
Like what?
Just know that I know everything you said.
So, you know, like the jealousy side of me, obviously, when I'm in a relationship, thinking that she's going to come live with me and that she's in love with me, yeah, of course. I probably did say something because I was in a delusional state. 100,000% I can admit that. Well, I didn't find out until a long time after her and I were talking that you would actually consider it cheating, because for a long time she told me that you had a whole different relationship you were in and that you were living there. Like, Erica said a lot of lies.
In this next clip, Amber does admit to talking to other women, but she doesn't say who. So it could have been Danielle or Abby or Tommy.
It's the fact that she was married. Brittany and Erica said that they messaged me as a troll in the beginning. So Brittany is supposed to be a therapist. They knew who I was. They knew that I had BPD. It's just wrong. Like, what kind of a therapist would do that to someone? When me and her first started talking, she told me that she was married, but she was married for financial reasons, and that they were in an open marriage, and that her wife didn't even live with her. Her wife was living with her partner, her other partner that she was in a relationship with. I thought that was like hectic. Her and I did just stay friends for a while. You guys know me, I move really fast. I'm not gonna lie, I was single, so I talked to a few different people. That is true. Our feelings did start to grow for one another, and I could tell like it started to upset her when I would talk about these other people. It was like in December when I told Erica for the first time that I loved her. I'm not trying to be cocky, but she literally couldn't get enough. And she completely downplayed the relationship that we created. We started to talk more. Things became more. This whole time I still thought she was in a open marriage. That there was a time where Erica's wife moved back in with her. That did happen, and I was fully aware of that. But Erica was there for me for months. She was crying. The first question I asked her was, are you and your wife actually in an open marriage? Or if she finds out that you have a whole ass girlfriend, is she going to feel betrayed? And she said, I'm actually not in an open relationship. I have an actual real marriage. Me and Erica first started talking in September. Didn't even know she was actually married until I'll say like a month later. Not really sure on the timeline there. But I didn't even find out that like it was a real true marriage until months after, like I would say like 2 months after we started dating.
All in all, I think Erica was in the wrong here for continuing the relationship behind Brittany's back. And Amber is in the wrong for not breaking off the affair as soon as she discovered the truth. However, we never truly found out when Amber and Tommy started talking, or when they will actually stop, because over the course of this LOL bus nonsense, her and Tommy had broken up and gotten back together multiple times. And don't even get me started with all the drama between Tommy and the reaction channel Rachel. Amberlynn, if you are watching, I believe that Tommy enjoys humiliating you, and this constant cycle of on again, off again, and speaking with reaction channels is some sick game that she gets off on. She's been getting her fill, so to speak, on being a terrible partner. Do you really know everything she's been saying to Rachel? How do you know she's not still flirting with her? How much more does she have to release about you before you finally break it off? Unfortunately, I can't answer those questions. And it seems like anyone who talks about Tommy in depth gets privacy strikes or their channel outright terminated. So that will be all for today, my little cherry bombs. See you next time.